What's up, Truess? Welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be talking about putting yourself first. You can do that throughout your life and your day-to-day and whatever you want to do in life. Putting yourself first is a priority that you must recognize. Okay, first things first, prioritizing yourself is not selfish. A lot of people think sometimes that, oh, you can be selfish, you can be an airhead if you put yourself first. That is not true at all. This is usually for people who have problems prioritizing themselves because they grew up in very humble situations and they grew up with all the burdens in the world put on their shoulders, and they were expected to take those burdens on since they were young. I want to talk about that because I grew up with that kind of mindset growing up as a first daughter. You just are expected to take care of everyone and yourself, and sometimes you forget to take care of you. And when you don't make sure that you notice that throughout your life, people will just start dumping things on you to do or expecting you to take on, whatever heat, whatever burden it is in their lives and put it all on you. But I'm here to tell you today that you're supposed to put all your burdens on Jesus. First and foremost, put your burdens on God and make sure that He takes those burdens, because He's there for you, and that's what He's there for. Another thing that I want to talk about today specifically is how to do it, because a lot of people will say put yourself first, but they won't tell you how to do it. It comes from a mindset that you have to understand, and how you do it is knowing that when you put yourself first, other people will follow suit and they'll treat you better when you treat yourself better. This is not a guarantee for every person that you meet, but it is a guarantee in terms of how you treat yourself. Other people will reciprocate, and at the end you'll be a happier person. You'll be filled with joy knowing that you prioritize yourself. Prioritize you spending time with God, prioritize you praying, prioritize you spending time in your word. When you do stuff like that, a lot of people can see that in the physical realm. So when you take the time to relax and actually spend time in the room by yourself, or whatever quiet time that you have, to really work on yourself, work on skills that you want to develop, work on just things that will help you along the way. So when it comes to your mental strength, having a therapist, it will show, like in the physical. Like if I got a therapist last month, it will actually show. Like people who know you, people who don't know you, they'll be like, wow, she has a different mindset. Oh, you read your favorite book today, he has a different mindset. So things like that, like it will actually take part in the way you talk, the way you move, the way you do things, your actions. So putting yourself first is very key, because not only it will show in the physical realm for other people to see, it would also help you understand how much you can improve as a person, what you need to work on, and also making sure that you're a priority. You are a child of God. You are a prince or a princess, and you need to start walking like it. Not walking in arrogance, not walking in cockiness, but walking like you are royalty, because you are. You feel me? And putting yourself first is very key, because a lot of people will tear you down. This world will destroy you. You got to put yourself up first when it comes to prayer, when it comes to doing what you're called to do. Don't let the enemy try to overtake you in any other way, because other people want to, distract your mind and all that stuff. You have to put yourself first. It's not everybody's opinion. It's about your opinion. Your opinion comes first. All right? Your opinion comes first. Putting yourself first when it comes to exercising, when it comes to your morning routines. When I tell you, like, having a morning routine, having a night routine when it comes to what is best for you, what you want to improve in. Let's say you want longer nails. Let's say you want to improve on your skin. Those are all physical. Exercise is physical. Let's say you want to improve on your mental knowledge. You want to go back to school. You want to do A, B, and C. You're taking one little step. It could be reading a certain book on finance. It can be doing so many other things. And you doing that helps you so much when you just sit there, read what you have to read for a little bit. Let's say you read a Mike Todd Relationship Goals. You put in knowledge in your head. Reading your word. The word will read you. Anything you need to work on, that Bible will tell you, okay? So it's just little things like that. Watching helpful YouTube videos to help you, become a little more feminine. Anything. When you put little amounts of work, they add up day by day. They add up until they become a thing where you're like, whoa, the person who I was 6 months ago is not the same person. And that's what we want to do in life. We want to continue to grow, learn, and cultivate. Even if you're married, if you just recently got married, even if you just recently, feel like you've accomplished a lot of things in your life, you want to continue accomplishing and learning more. You want to continue reading books. You want to continue, creating a creative mindset. And reading books help you, with your creative outlet. Doing so many things help you with your creative outlet. You want to continue to do that because you don't want to stay stagnant. A lot of people say in marriages, people stay the same. They don't move forward because they feel too comfortable. No, like this life thing is not about just reaching the societal ethimen of, married and having kids. Like God wants us to do more and also be married in his kingdom. But when you think about God and our purpose, he wants us to have a partner so we can help fulfill purpose. So the whole point of life is really just growing and cultivating and doing what you were called to do in the first place, and bringing people to God and leading them along the way. And all of this is also with growth. You're not the same when you are the first believer. So when it comes to putting yourself first, you are actually helping yourself grow more, and you are putting yourself, you are analyzing yourself. You are taking care of the, self traumas that you've took care of, all of those things, Now, let me tell you about the little side effects when it comes with having this mentality or trying to change your mentality if you were a person who would never put yourself first to begin with. When you come from a person like moi, when you come from a position where you did not put yourself first, and you used to take, people's crap, and you never used to just think about what you would feel like in certain situations. You never prioritized your time everywhere you were available. This comes with dating as well. Every day you're available, you're not busy. Think about it. You are, but you're putting, all these time slots away for someone you just met yesterday. So all of these things that I used to do, God has helped me to transition. And when you transition, other people will feel compelled to tell you, why are you doing this new thing? Why are you prioritizing yourself? Without directly saying it, but that's basically what they're telling you. Oh, you used to do this and now you're doing this. You're acting bougie. You're not acting bougie. You're acting self-claimed, okay? You are not selfish for knowing that you have this certain time, you have this certain appointment. Oh, can we make it at a different day? Can we do this? Oh, you have to talk to so-and-so right now. No, I have to do this right now. Like, you have to make, and when it comes to family too, family will make you feel like, oh, you got to drop everything you need to do for family, which is true in some cases, but at the same time, if it's something where you can do later, you have to do that later. When you need to get your mind right before you have a conversation with other people, do that. If you don't want to pick up that phone call right now, don't do it. You have to make sure that you're in the right mind to do so. People will try to gaslight you and, about your issues, about everything that you're doing. So it's really best to put yourself first and guard your heart. Don't let other people try to tear you down, sis, down. Because people are crazy, okay? Like, in terms of, they will drag you. This world will really drag you down, for real. You got to really take care of yourself and set your boundaries. Respect your boundaries and other people will respect you. And if they don't, that's on them. So what? You feel me? Another thing I want to talk about is when it comes to opinions about what you're doing in your life, when it's purpose-filled. Listen, not everybody is here to understand the process of what God is putting you through. We don't even understand the process of what God puts us through half of the time, because he usually reveals more and more little bits and pieces about our purpose later on and the callings that we do. So for other people to understand what's going on in your prayer closet, it's none of their business. Like, it's really none of their business. And you really need to understand that for yourself and know that, listen, it's not your job to make people understand what's going on with your life, what's the next steps you need to take, the future plans, etc., etc. I know our parents want to know what we're doing next and all that. Sometimes you can leave out little details, and it's not necessarily lying, it's being discreet about what God has to reveal to you, and etc., etc. And this goes for a lot of people. Not everybody needs to know, boom boom, your future plans, what you're doing, where you're going, all of this extra stuff. Okay, not everybody needs to know that, because people will try to drag you down as well. And you also need to put your mental space when it comes to what you inspire to do in a positive light. So that is actually prioritizing yourself, because people will have negative opinions about whatsoever, and sometimes it's not even intentional. So let's make sure we do that. Okay, because that's what comes with prioritizing yourself. But after a while, when it came to me prioritizing myself, especially this year, I seen a difference in terms of the way people treat you. After you prioritize yourself, for some time, they stop trying to come back to you and dump whatever they need to get done, or whatever they need to say to you in a more burden. They stop doing that as often. They'll come to you if it's really selective and it's, you know, really important, but they won't just come to you out of the woodworks with just some nonsense, you know. So when that happens, then you start to realize, okay, now they get the point. I'm not here for A, B, and C, D. I'm here for B, C, D, F. You know, that doesn't make sense, but you guys get the point. But yeah, so that's another thing when it comes to prioritizing yourself. You reap the benefits of that, people understanding what you're here for, what you stand for, and you make it clear when you have clear boundaries of doing that for yourself. Another tip I would say is prioritizing yourself just makes you feel good. When you eat life, when you eat great, exercise, prioritizing that, all of that, just focusing on yourself. You're being conscious. You make conscious decisions for yourself. Make conscious decisions on what you're going to do every single day when you wake up, even if you don't have plans. Making conscious decisions on your day-to-day tasks, your minor goals, your long-term goals. All of those things are very important, and you just feel more together, if that makes sense. Like, you don't feel like you're just every day you wake up, you're like, what am I gonna do today? No, today I woke up, today is a great day. Today is a day that the Lord has made, and I have this and this to do. Plan your days. Plan what you want to do in a day. Don't just sit there at home and do nothing. Sit there if you fast and, you know, do whatever you have to do, but make sure you plan your days. And not necessarily always going out. It could be, you can have a planned day when you're doing not going out or anything like that, but plan your day. Be productive. Make improvements every single day in your life. Not because it's not, you know, a popping day or a celebratory day. It doesn't have to be a celebratory day for you to appreciate life. So when you take every single day with a grain of salt and you really say, today's a great day, it's sun is shining, I'm here, I'm breathing, I'm here for a purpose. When you take every day like that, people will notice. When you walk with your head high and you know that you are, you know, a princess, a daughter in the Lord, daughter of a king, you exuding that will help other people grasp that, and they would attract towards that and understand where you coming from and what you here for. Okay, because at the end of the day, we need to make a clear pathway of what we here for. I'm the soul, I'm the light, the soul of the earth, you feel me? And I'm here to shine brightness in the firmament. Okay, just so you know. And I want to exude that at the same time. So make sure you do that. And thank you guys for watching. Put yourself first, please. Black women carry the burdens too much. We need to take off those burdens and give it to Jesus. And also live our best lives. Walk lightly. You are the light. Walk light. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, Truess, for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys if you watched all the way to this video. Thank you.